Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. I want to bring our attention to a hadith of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he advised the famous companion Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. When Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was departing for Yemen, the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave him some parting advices, some parting wisdoms. And the hadith is collected in many of the books of hadith, where the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, "Ittaqi Allah haythu ma kunt, wa atbi'i as-sayyi'ata al-hasanata tamhuha, wa khaliqin nasa bi khuluqin hasan." He told him that, "O Mu'adh, have consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala no matter where you are. No matter where you are, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be conscious of Him." And then he said that, وَأَتْبِعِ السَّيِّئَةَ الْحَسَنَةَ, follow any mistake, any wrongdoing with something good, تَمْحُهَا, and it will clean it, it will wipe it off. Meaning that good that you do, it will wipe off that evil, that mistake, that wrongdoing that you fell into. And then he said, وَخَالِقِ النَّاسَ بِخُلُقٍ حَسَنٍ, and treat people with good character. Now, the point I want to get over here is the beginning part of this hadith. When the Prophet Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yes, he told Mu'adh that be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But notice in the second part, he didn't tell him avoid sin, don't do sin. Because at the end of the day, every human being will fall into a mistake. Yes, the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he mentioned in the beginning, where you have consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's what we strive for during this month of Ramadan. That is what helps a person avoid sins knowingly. But naturally, as human beings, we might fall into error, we might fall into sin. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that every son of Adam will commit sin, will make mistakes. So the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when you commit that mistake, what should you do? Right? Follow it up with something good, right? And this is very important, because sometimes when we commit a wrongdoing, when we fall into error, when we slip up, right? Sometimes we feel very low and we feel guilty. And this is good. That shows that you have iman in your heart. The fact that you did that wrongdoing and you feel guilty shows that you realize what you've done is not right. Because if you're just doing wrong actions and you have no remorse, no feeling in your heart, well, that shows that your heart has become hard and there is no feeling inside, right? So when you feel that guilty feeling, don't feel that you're too low to do anything good. Instead, follow it up with something good right away, and that good deed will wipe away that wrongdoing, that error, that mistake that you fall into. And this is mentioned to us in the Quran as well, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ الْحَسَنَاتِ يُذْهِبْنَ السَّيِّئَاتِ, that verily good deeds, they take away those bad deeds. So again, it's normal to fall into mistakes. Of course, the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what we're striving to in this month, it will help us stay away from sins knowingly. But sometimes when you fall into an error by accident, by mistake, or you naturally just slip up, at that moment, feel remorse and turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do something good right away, and it will wipe away that bad deed, and inshallah your slate of good deeds will continue multiplying. As we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala multiplies good deeds tenfold, right? And He will wipe away that bad deed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to do so. Jazakumullahu khairan.